Hey everybody, so I'm recording my screen using Screencast-O-Matic, and basically I'm just going to be introducing what we're going to be doing for this next part. I do have notes that I'm going to be putting up, and I'm just going to briefly go over kind of some major events, but for you guys, your main assignment is going to be a mini project of sorts. You're going to research the topics given to you on the prompt or on this thing. On the assignment task. So basically you're researching an area of US history. US is a very complicated, messy history with wars and fighting for rights, and it's just complicated. A lot of mistreatment of Native Americans, attitudes towards immigration changed a lot. It's just very kind of crazy. So, on this website on Crash Course, you probably have heard of Crash Course before. Basically, it's a good resource to get a lot of information in a quick manner. We've probably used it before already, but the Crash Course website here, the links are right here. You basically are going to be assigned either 2 or 3 of these videos. The videos are anywhere from between like 12 minutes to maybe like 20 minutes or so. Not too bad, but I basically want you to synthesize all the important information. Think about, our themes of geography, but also just think about the important things like what is happening to the people. Is there significant things happening? What is changing? How are people evolving? What is happening in this place, and why is it important that we know at least a little bit about this? Um, and Basically, your task is going to be presenting on your topics. You can find information outside of the videos, but your information, most of it is going to be found in the videos, at least for background. If you want to dig deeper into a specific event, like for example, if you have World War II and you want to investigate Pearl Harbor a little bit more in depth, you can find pictures from Pearl Harbor. If you want to investigate 9/11, if you have like recent history, which one or two of you might have that, you can investigate 9/11 and find more pictures and information and videos and things like that. Um, if you want to investigate the Lewis and Clark expedition, the Trail of Tears, anything that fits within your topic and you want to investigate it further, that's fine because the topics are intentionally really broad. So it's okay if you leave things out. You're not going to be able to put all the information on your presentation. So please just put what you feel passionate about and what you're able to present on. Basically, you're going to have a choice to do the following. You can present your topic to the class, or you can record yourself presenting, just like I'm doing with Screencast-O-Matic. It's really easy. It's free to use at a basic level. And from there, you can you can make it a YouTube video, or you can just make it an MP4 file, and then you can post it. It's up to you on what you want to do. I totally understand if you are more comfortable with just like talking randomly to a video. I know it's kind of weird at first. It took me a bit to get used to it as well. Or if you just want to present to the class. Presentations should be between 5 and 10 minutes. I don't want them to be too long, but I want to make sure that everybody understands all of the important parts of U.S. history. And it's very complicated, but I find it very interesting to go into. I think some of you guys might find the topics very interesting as well. Given your class, so this is 9A. The 9A class here is your topics. You can take a look at them. They're going to be posted on Google Classroom, but you can pause the video right now and see who has what. You can find corresponding videos to all of these topics. So, for example, Mia has natives and Spaniards and colonizing America. So she can go over to the Crash Course website and see the first video and the second video are that. So they're generally in order for the most part. You might have one that's out of order, but for the most part, you're going to find your videos in order depending on where you're at. So at the bottom of that list is Danielle, and you have the 90s and Bush 43, so the 90s and 2000s. So fairly recent history, but that's when 9/11 happened, which is a pretty major event in U.S. history, which is crazy because I was a fifth grader when that happened. I just turned 11 And kind of everybody knows where they were in that time. Just like my parents, they and grandparents, they all know where they were when Kennedy was assassinated or when Martin Luther King was assassinated. Um, Everybody kind of knows where they were on 9/11 because it kind of changed everything. But these two videos would be just fine. If you want to do the Obama video too, that's more of kind of the recent financial crisis and things like that. But basically just these two videos. There's some that I skipped, like the Reagan Revolution and the economic malaise and things like that. Um, but yeah, so you are assigned those videos minimally, but you can, and I would like you to research maybe further, like one or two extra topics within your topics, like little subtopics, like little stories or interesting things that have happened. So if you are doing like Carla's doing emerging politics, Jefferson, and War of 1812. So during the Jefferson era, the U.S. expanded its territory, almost doubled. I think it doubled its territory by getting the Louisiana Purchase, and the Lewis and Clark expedition happened during that time. So I would expect her to maybe go into that event as a possibility. Obviously, she can choose what she wants to do. But as long as it fits within this era, which in this time frame, which I'm sure they'll talk about in the video, just find maybe like one or two events, like mini events within your topics, and kind of investigate those. Looking at 9B, it's the same assignment. Obviously remember your APA citations, and remember that it shouldn't be over 10 minutes long. There's a timer going right now. I can see how long I've been talking. So it should be around 5 to 8 slides. You just want the important information and the major parts. You don't really want to go like super in depth, but I would go in depth, as you're comfortable with, like one or two events. So here, you guys can pause the video, parallel B to see your topic. And I would like you to work on this individually, and just do your best with it. Find pictures. There's lots of really good, obviously, pictures and even videos that you can look up on YouTube, that can help you maybe understand the topic a little bit further, especially if it's unfamiliar to you. There's going to be a lot of information, so I just want you guys to find the important stuff and then find stuff that you connect with. There's going to be things that you're going to be like, oh, why this is important, but like, there's little bits of important stuff within all of the craziness and all of the stuff that you find really boring, right? That's kind of just how life is, right? There's going to be some stuff where you're like, oh, I don't really connect with this, but there might be some other things that you might. So just be open to it. Use the videos, and then find some other stuff, besides the videos as well. Hopefully this is clear. If it's not, obviously, you can ask questions. You have a week to do this, so you have to watch the videos and then create your presentation. You'll have time in class to work, and ask questions, and I'll be there to help and support in any way that you need. So it's up to you guys to stay busy on this task. And then also I will have notes. Let me see if I can find my notes. Yeah, so here is U.S. Human Geography notes. These are going to be posted as well. Obviously, I'll put the crash course videos for YouTube videos of interest. I wanted to put some stuff here, but I figured because it's such a I wanted to get so much in this one section, I figured why not put our project in this section just so we can kind of divide and conquer. This also will help you gauge interest if you have interest in history, especially U.S. history. So the history diploma, when you get to 11th grade, you can choose diploma classes. History is a very interesting class, and it's kind of centered with U.S. history with some of the topics. And so if you're interested in those kind of things like World War II, or not necessarily just wars, but just history in general for immigrants and for different populations, industrialization, those kind of things. I would highly consider that you would do diploma history or even diploma geography, whether I'm here or not. But anyway, I hope you guys, obviously look at the notes and kind of, these are the general things that we want to look at. But you can, obviously with your project, you're kind of going more in depth than the notes that I provided, okay? Let me know if you have questions. The notes are there and the prompt is here, or the project explanation. And then start watching your videos and get started with research. All right, I will see you guys next time.